This is a classic example of what's called Renraku Waza, or a combination technique. For Ko-uchi Gari, we're going one direction, and then I want to change directions in the other way. And that's why it's a Renraku, it's a nice combination technique. So he's coming in, faking the Ko-uchi, opens them up, goes right into a nice, deep knee drop Seoi Nage. Derek he's making a response happen. He's eliciting, see that? And so he's faking his Ko-uchi Gari. And realistically, you're probably just opening them up. Okay, you might actually try a Ko-uchi Gari and he steps out and avoids it. I mean, that could happen. But now we're Ko-uchi Gari, we're going one direction, and then I want to change directions in the other way. And that's why it's a Renraku, it's a nice combination technique. So he's coming in, faking the Ko-uchi, opens them up, goes right into a nice, deep knee drop Seoi Nage. And again, you can use anything, but in this case, a knee drop Seoi Nage is really a high rate of success type move because he's wide open for it. But the Ko-uchi Gari is the thing that made it happen. That was the setup. You got that response you created, and changes direction. So that's really what's happening. You can use Barote Seoi Nage, any type of Seoi Nage. But I think in this particular case, Ippon Seoi Nage, like Derek was showing you, is a real strong one because it sucks them in right under your body. And it helps you rotate and spin under very, very deeply. You don't have to flop on your knees. That's what you don't want to do. Just one more time, just normal speed. So let's take a look at that Ko-uchi to Seoi Nage combo. Right into a Osekomi situation, right into the follow through. Okay?
And so again, we're in right-handed stance. So as I'm coming across to hit the Ko-uchi, okay, I want to keep my foot down where it made contact. If I bring it back, okay, now I don't have a lane. So then I gotta hop in here in order to get the arm. And the whole point was to create a lane for myself on the angle to be able to come in really quickly.
Let me jump in here real quick because that's a really important point you brought up. When he pops that open, bam, there's your base foot right there. That's your base. Now, like you said, he just created a lane for himself because now the direction where he's going to take Jake is this way, but now he can spin under it. So that's a key point, especially if you're coming in, say, a Seoi Nage or even a deep Uchimata, something forward where you're really catching him, and even for Tayotoshi too, but definitely on a Seoi Nage. Definitely on Seoi Nage. So I won't interrupt this one, interject.
So we're kind of anchoring in the middle so that we have the lane for us to either to move in with our hips. Okay? So the second thing for the Seoi Nage especially, when I move my hand off this grip to start moving into the lane, I'm going to hit and bring this down into my chest and then clamp everything in nice and tight. So I don't want to be like way up here and holding on, because then when we come back down, he's going to be choking me. Or I'm going to rotate through and he's going to come up on top of me.
Yeah, it's just a weaker throw. You want to lock him under your body.
So as soon as I come across, I try and run my arm straight, like bicep to bicep, and pull this down and lock my forearm around it. And then it's just an easy twist. And then now when I come up on top, yes, I'm pointing upwards, but I'm perpendicular and I got a hold of his arm. So he starts trying to choke me with this arm. Okay, it's not happening. I'll get a hold of the pin first and then get his arm, okay?
A little extra love there.
Just a little extra incentive not to choke me. Okay, so again, allow yourself to keep the forward momentum and anchor that foot up the middle, open your lane. As you move across, run into his bicep and really clamp onto him. Bring it in nice and tight. Twist through. Okay? And then as soon as you're ready to, keep a hold of it until you're ready to move. Okay? But then we've got pretty much stuck in right here. Okay? Which is where we want him to. There's lots of fun submissions from there. Okay?
The Ko-uchi Gari is the thing that made it happen. That was the setup. You got that response you created, and it changes direction. So that's really what's happening. You could use Barote Seoi Nage, any type of Seoi Nage. But I think in this particular case, Ippon Seoi Nage, like Derek was showing you, is a real strong one because it sucks them in right under your body, and it helps you rotate and spin them very, very deeply. You don't have to flop on your knees. That's what you don't want to do. Just one more time, just normal speed. So let's take a look at that Uchi to Seoi Nage combo. Here we go. And right into a osekomi situation, right into the follow through.